Available through the Nintendo 3DS eShop and released in 2015, Pokémon Picross was a freemium puzzle game based on the popular subset of logic puzzles called nonograms, or Picross. For those who've never played a Picross game, it consists of a series of squares on a grid. Each row or column features a set of numbers that denote how many squares in that row or column need to be shaded in to complete the puzzle. Once the puzzle is solved, it creates a picture based on the shaded squares. As one would guess based on the name, Pokémon Picross heavily featured Pokémon. Different Pokémon could be captured by completing their puzzles. Once captured, Pokémon can be added to your team and used for skills that aid in future puzzles. While puzzle games aren't for everyone, this fun brain teaser was a great addition to one of Nintendo's best handhelds. When Pokémon Unite was first revealed, many fans were baffled by the combination of Pokémon with the MOBA genre. However, despite many fans' skepticism, Pokémon Unite proved to be extremely popular at launch. Since its release, the game has even established a healthy competitive scene, making waves at major events like the Pokémon World Championships. While its popularity has certainly dwindled since its release in 2021, the game is still receiving new content as of 2024, such as the addition of Gen 9's Miraidon. Though this MOBA has plenty of flaws which lands it further back on this list, it still provides plenty of fun moments. Pokken Tournament and its definitive DX version are 3D fighting games heavily based on the Tekken series gameplay. In Pokken Tournament DX, trainers choose their main fighter from a wide roster of Pokémon and compete in one-on-one battles. Fights begin in the 3D field phase, but upon landing certain moves, battles shift into the more traditional 2D duel phase. Like any good fighting game, Pokken Tournament features different normal attacks, grabs, counters, and even a super meter mechanic. Trainers can also bring along support Pokémon to provide a variety of effects in battle. Originally released in 2016 on the Wii U, Pokken Tournament received a second lease on life through the Switch in 2017. It would certainly be hard to create a Best Pokémon Spinoff list without featuring Pokémon Go somewhere. First released in 2016, Pokémon Go quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. It was a wild moment in time to be a Pokémon fan, as people from all walks of life headed outside with their smartphones to hunt and catch their favorite monsters in the real world. Since then, hundreds of Pokémon have been added, new mechanics have been introduced, and each month features new events to take part in. Though Pokémon Go's popularity has fallen since its peak in 2016, it's still played by millions of dedicated players around the world and is undoubtedly one of the most popular spin-off titles in the franchise. Undoubtedly one of the more niche spin-off games on this list, Pokémon Conquest is a criminally overlooked game in the franchise's history. Developed by Tecmo Koei, Pokémon Conquest is a tactical strategy crossover game based around the Nobunaga's Ambition series. Players take on the role of a warlord who uses a partner Pokémon to battle other opposing warlords' monsters. Up to 6 Pokémon take part in battles on a wide, grid-based battlefield. The gameplay revolves around using your Pokémon to navigate the battlefield, take on opposing Pokémon, and achieve a variety of different win conditions. With plenty of Pokémon to battle with and a surprising amount of depth, Pokémon Conquest is one of the most engaging spin-offs in the series. It's a shame this DS title is so hard to find, as it certainly deserves much more attention from tactical strategy buffs and Pokémon fans alike. Pokémon Snap is certainly one of the more recognizable spin-off games in the series. As the name suggests, Pokémon Snap tasks players with traveling around different habits and locales to take pictures of Pokémon in the wild. Players are graded on how well their pictures come out based on a variety of criteria, and each locale has hidden secrets to discover. In a way, Pokémon Snap is almost like an on-rails shooter, as the player is relegated to a buggy that slowly advances along a track until the end of the stage. Chock full of replay value, Pokémon Snap is simply a joy to play. Whether you're taking on the N64 Classic or new Pokémon Snap for the Nintendo Switch, you're sure to be in for a great time. The cream of the crop in terms of Pokémon spin-off titles has to be the Mystery Dungeon series. Featuring 6 titles, one of which is a Nintendo Switch remake of the original GBA title, the Mystery Dungeon series has spanned different handhelds and consoles over the years. This spin-off series developed by Spike Chunsoft is based on the Mystery Dungeon series of roguelike games from Japan. In Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, The human player wakes up in the body of a Pokemon, determined by a charming personality quiz. Along with a partner, the player joins a rescue team and explores mystery dungeons, which are randomized dungeons found throughout the world. While exploring mystery dungeons, players can collect items, level up their party, use a variety of moves to knock out wild Pokemon, and much more. You can take on rescue missions to find lost Pokemon, capture wanted monsters, or find specific items. While Red and Blue Rescue Team, the DX Remake, Explorers of Time and Darkness, and Super Mystery Dungeon are all great titles, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky is the best of the bunch. With an excellent soundtrack, fun dungeon crawling gameplay, and a surprisingly heartfelt story, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky is the best Pokemon spin-off game fans can play. These are the best Pokemon spin-off games in my opinion. Please like, comment and subscribe for more gaming videos.